of allegiance. Pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Part of any executive sessions,
We're not held.
public comment.
Morning, George. Good morning. George Stent Coverage, Palo Alto. I just want to say, now we're seeing how government works or doesn't work. Okay, now you got a government shutdown from the federal government. We have a state government that can't agree on anything. So we're people that are hurting for these benefits and everything. Well, that's okay. We don't care because we get paid yet, or we're able to keep on going. This is what I'm talking about, government. State, local, everything, federal especially. It's getting ridiculous. It's getting out of hand. They got to come up with solutions. And the solution is take care of the ones that need the help the most. And that's where they are failing. Everything's for the rich. Everything is for the rich. If you don't realize that now, you'll never know it. It's ridiculous how they handle stuff. They just want to fight. It's the Republicans' fault or it's the Democrats' fault. That's all they're worried about. Instead of getting solutions and getting our country back to where it used to be. It is a disgrace what's going on. It's just a complete disgrace. And if they don't wake up, we're going to be in so much trouble. It ain't even funny. Now, saying that you're going to take armed forces into cities to train. Now, is that anything for a leader of our country to be saying? It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. They're going out of bounds with all this stuff instead of fighting what the people want to be fought. And that's to live a normal, decent life. They paid into the system, and now the system is letting them down. This is unforgivable. It just is. I'm tired of speaking about it. I don't want to speak negative about anybody. But when this is happening in the United States of America, it's time for people. I don't say go out and fight against it. Speak your words. Not let the senators and congressmen know where you stand. That's how we fight against this stuff. Not to take arms and shoot and kill anybody. I'm against that. You have no right to take another person's life. I'm tired of this. It's time. It's time they wake up. Thank you.
Any other public comment?
Jeff Dunkel, Palo Alto. No update on Miss Stevens again. Don't see Miss Gaffney here either. She's very active though. What's that?
Stevens is retired.
Okay, but there are still questions that should be answered.
Right. I have no control.
I know. Mr. Opager conveniently hasn't been here since, so. Miss Gaffney's not here again, but very active in the citywide campaign election that she doesn't even live in the city. Be all over social media, but can't be at work earning her nearly $100,000 salary and benefits package. Guess the only time she's here is when there's a tour to give out. Also, at 9:30 this morning, 6 elected officials not here at 9:30 with a pay right around there, $90,000 salary and benefits most likely. So it's not targeting, it's not harassment, whatever she wants to claim. There's 6 of them. Regarding a recent hire, I questioned that at the last meeting I was at. Anybody looked into it? Now, part of his agreement to resign from his previous position deals with some sort of restitution that's unknown. That's a very interesting person to hire. They may owe restitution to somebody that was their employer. So has the HR department or the commissioners looked
I
into this?
asked about it and they said he was vetted.
I did, yes.
Who vetted him?
Gary Becker, HR.
Okay, because
Far as I know.
HR director was on record 2 weeks ago at the meeting stating that he did not vet him at all. That's on the public record.
He was in the office when we called. Kevin Mayhall, the director, then stayed in the office and we had a conversation with him. Yes.
So the HR director was there.
He was not in when we had the actual call. We made the call. He had to go back to his office and I made him aware of the call.
So basically you made the call on this hire. Commissioners were unaware, HR director was unaware. So once again, you're pulling the strings as the puppet master. And it is one of your friends, correct, from out in the West End? You're a good friend of his?
No.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
I know you did, yeah, I know when we talked. I know Mr. Bender is, but he wants to lie on a public meeting. as
Well, I
well.
think Kevin, rather than maybe Kevin? Yeah.
So can anybody explain this restitution?
I don't know anything about the Tremont.
I mean, I think that's,
Is that a Tremont?
Yeah.
I don't,
I think that should be something that, what's he making, 60,000 almost plus salary and benefit, or plus benefits? And you're gonna hire somebody that owes restitution to somebody and nobody knows about it? And HR doesn't look into them? I mean, this is mind blowing. But this is the type of people that are hired. I mean, it's absolutely crazy. More contracts for campaign donors and committee people. I don't remember this company ever having contracts prior to this recent election.
here, Jeff. This ready for last week.
Oh,
Here, it's a bid tabulation.
I see the bids.
Yeah,
I seen
that's
those,
what I
yeah.
mean. It was the low qualified
Yeah,
bidder.
but, yeah, I should have came to the bid opening is what I should have done.
It was, Jeff. There's nothing,
All right.
I'm not taking your time away, but there's no conspiracies. They're a contractor.
All I'm saying, I'm just making a public record that,
Yep, and there's tons of people that give to you, donate stuff for you. Does that disqualify them for anything with you? That donate to all your stuff, like,
I don't
well, but
share a government agency to give out government funding.
what I'm saying is, if they're a low responsible bidder, you know.
I'm just saying,
Well, only two people put in for a bid.
but prior to your
No,
election,
he put in for a bid last time before I was even here.
because I don't remember this.
The last snow plow contract 3 years ago, he put in for and was disqualified because his salt price was too high. So he
Well,
did put in previous.
Back then, none of these bids were made public like they
Well,
are now.
that's what, so there's nothing, because listen, if you, even though I'm friends with Nick, if he wouldn't have been a low bidder, nope. That's the way it works,
Jeff, I personally open them up because they are sealed bids,
and we don't see them.
so I'm in charge of them.
Okay.
I open them up and it is what it is, and he's the only one that, and our bids have been made public since I've been sitting up in the controller's office. Those bids are out there to be looked at. We do a sheet. Anybody can call and say, who won the bid?
Yeah, I'm just saying, the media doesn't cover it as much as they are now, but, so, that's right.
Correct.
Real quick, the tax sale, I believe there was over 120 properties sold. About $2 million by addition.
Roughly.
So that was a great job again, for that
It
office.
was packed, I was there, I stopped to see it.
I know they cut off the registration because
Yeah.
there's so many. But that's one of the issues.
I just,
I know we discussed it before, and there's municipalities that do it, but not a county that I could find. Something gotta be done about the absentee landlord situation. Purchasing of these sales, because they come in with bank rolls and purchase of these sales and then sit. I know even with the reassessment appeals, there was a gentleman that came in with over a dozen. Bought them the last 2 years of tax sales and has not put a dime in any of them. And they're from out of the area, a couple hours away. That's what's happened to the blight issue in the county, and I think there's gotta be some way to curb it, because when the tax sales happened 12 years ago, there was probably 40 of us there, and everybody knew everybody. Now there's over 300, and probably 275 of them are from out of the county.
It was packed.
That's something to look into. I'll address the rest later. Thanks.
Thanks, sir. Any other public comment? Hey, Shirley.
Would have a microphone, somebody.
So she doesn't have to call us.
Okay, Sherry White from Joliet. I just have a question. Is there any update on the bids that were put out for the Mountain Water Authority's tank?
Not, is there any update on that?
All the bids are reviewed, and there was no decision made on what to do with the funding shortfall at the time.
Who's the higher one, the money available?
We will not be awarding that particular bid at this time, no, because the bids came in at double.
Double of what was available.
That is correct.
Okay. The bids came in to double the amount of money that was available for the project. So what was,
Two at about $1 million, one a little over 900,000. You can correct me, Sharon.
that's correct.
and how much is available for the project?
$350,000 was available, for the tank itself. Engineering, we had about $160,000 available. Some of that was for engineering costs. So we are right now in the process of securing that funding.
In the process of securing more funding for the project or looking into alternate forms of finance for the remainder of the project. The funding for it. The bids came in over $1 million.
Okay, so the bids came in too high
Way
to
too
run
high.
the county,
Yeah.
and yet I see money going out of here every week.
Well-
Every week goes to other projects. A lot of them I approve of, and some of them I do not. But what is more important than water?
I agree, but they gotta find a funding source before we bid it or something. Is there any other public comment? If not, let's move on to meeting, domestic relations. Morning.
A motion is being made by the Schuylkill County Domestic Relations Office to approve the legal service agreements for the following individuals in accordance with section 3, subsection 313 of the 2025 cooperative agreement. Solicitor Attorney James Borad, Title 4D Attorney Gino DiNicola, and 3 support masters, Attorney Michael Fiorillo, Attorney Deborah Smith, and Attorney Kent Watkins. The agreements are effective for the duration of the cooperative agreement from October 1st, 2025 through September 30th, 2030. There have been no rate changes from the previous contract. The Honorable Jacqueline Russell, President Judge, along with the aforementioned attorneys, have already signed and approved the agreements.
Thank you. Public works.
Morning, Kevin. Morning, Commissioner.
Morning.
I'm here this morning for the approval to advertise for invitation to bid for the County of Schuylkill Courthouse cleaning. Bids are due back to Controller's Office by 4 p.m. on Monday, November 17th, 2025. Bids will be open publicly at 9 a.m. in the Commissioner's Boardroom on Wednesday, November 19th, 2025.
Thank you. Children here?
Good morning, Commissioners. Carl Rundle, Children and Youth. Today we have one item, requesting approval of an addendum to a current agreement with Kids Peace National Centers Incorporated, Schnecksville, Pennsylvania. That agreement is from June 28th, 2023. This would add a child-specific per diem rate of $53.77 for a child at college.
Thank you. One communications? Hey, Scott.
Morning, Commissioners. One item. I'm looking for motion next week to enter an agreement with Freeze Communications for a microwave fiber connection to provision 1 gigahertz bandwidth for backup fiber path between the 911 center and the microwave ring. It's going to replace 14 T1s that we currently have in place, and the savings per year will be $21,144. Be a one-time non-recurring cost of $30,000 plus $5,000 per month, and the term is for 10 years.
Was it 10 years prior to that with the other?
Verizon was just paid as it was on a 5-year agreement, like an FCC rate.
Yeah.
But this rate will be lower.
Savings 20.
Yeah. Again, we have 14, we have 12 more to be replaced once completed, so we'll be losing all the T1s, be all microwave and fiber.
All right, thank you.
You bet.
Still probation?
Good morning, CJ Begansky, adult probation. We are requesting approval to purchase a 2025 Ford Police Interceptor vehicle from Miracle Ford of Tamaqua in the amount of $47,837.25, using CoStar pricing. The vehicle will be paid and purchased with offender supervision fees, and the funds will be dispersed through the account Capital Automotive Equipment.
Still probation?
Morning, Commissioners. Juvenile Justice Department is seeking approval of an amendment, 1, to a continuance of an MOU between Juvenile Justice Department education budget. We request an increase of $15,000 from $360,446.40 to $375,446.40 between Shippensburg University and the department, in effect for the period between July 1st, 2024 through June 30th, 2025, which requires the chairman's signature for the increase.
I'll make a motion that we approve the request for juvenile probation officer.
Second.
Question?
Thank you.
Commissioner Fedora,
Yes.
Commissioner Heatherington,
Yes.
and Commissioner Hess.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Office Senior Services.
Morning, Commissioners. Deanna Orlovsky, Office of Senior Services, requesting an approval of an addendum to extend the contract for the period of October 1st, 2025 to September 30th, 2026 with Service Access Management of Foxville for fiscal management services in the amount of $186,000. The monthly rate has increased from $12,900 to $15,500. Requesting immediate approval. And one thing I did want to say is that contracting with Service Access Management was part of our succession plan in that they have contracts with the AAAs in the event of someone leaving fiscal. They're already familiar with the Avila accounting system and PDA's financial reporting system Active Fund. It's
Motion. I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm that, voice of the air conditioning. I'll make a motion that we, with request for senior services.
Second.
One question?
Commissioner Fedora,
Yes.
Commissioner Heatherington,
Yes.
Commissioner Hess.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Finance Office.
Good morning, Commissioners. Just one item for informational purposes only, an adjustment to the Juvenile Justice Department budget in the matter of $2,897 for memory training.
Okay, we have, first item is the approval request to ratify the designated approved contract for the month of September 2025, asking for a motion at this time.
I'd like to make a motion that we approve the designated contract for September.
Second.
One question?
Commissioner Fedora,
Yes.
Commissioner Heatherington,
Yes.
Commissioner Hess.
Yes.
Next, we have to do with funding for the proposed fire training facility and EMA facility. Approval of resolution to apply and accept funds through the local share account, that's for the gaming revenue. Second, approve to authorize the Schuylkill County Industrial Development Authority to submit a grant to the redevelopment assistance capital program on behalf of the county for funding for the proposed fire training EMA facility. Lastly, approval submission of an application for funding under the Appalachian Regional Division through MEVA. The funding is for equipment associated with the proposed fire training EMA facility. On the application, $350,000.
Next office.
Good morning, Commissioners. In the Commissioner's office, we have the transfer of Kimberly Mayshak to the position of interim chief clerk, coming from clerk status 2 in the treasurer's office. Rate is $18 an hour, effective 10/13/25. And one informational item, the clerk of courts, the appointment of Rayona Collins as the clerk 2, effective 10/6/25. All appointments pending drug test and physical were appropriate. All actions involving salary or positions being created are pending salary board approval.
New business? Well, hold on, I wanna recognize that Linda has her parents here. You can't see what kind of job is that? We stopped this year because pretty soon Linda's gonna be retiring with us. That's why we're creating the interim, that her parents and her husband came in.
She's too young to retire.
I keep trying to convince her to stay.
Who better job?
Yeah, sorry, Tim Barnes board. You adjourned, that's. Not a character. Nobody seconded it. It's like, we didn't vote on it. So
You're good.
I was just here last week, so I don't have a whole lot of new stuff, but I'll just touch on a few things. Tim Barr, Vision Government Solutions, Inc. Something I think might be a helpful point of clarification. Vision's primary role ended on July 1st when the notices were mailed and the third-party study came out. But Vision has agreed that myself and 2 other senior staff are continuing to provide support to the assessment office through the appeals and through the certification. The commissioners have asked me to continue to be the public education face, so that's why you still get to see my shining visage here at these meetings. The actual formal appeals process is run by the assessment office. The county has hired the auxiliary appeal boards, and they're doing a good job of hearing evidence of data and evidence of value from property owners, which is their job to make a determination on the value. There's about 8 weeks of that that's passed and about 4 weeks yet to go. The last of the formal appeals will be concluding by the end of October. When we get into November, the last week or two, the first week or two in November, Chrissy will be auditing, confirming basically that the computer matches what the board wanted. And the change of assessment note or the decision orders will be mailed. Let me back up a minute. The first batch of decision orders went out about a week or so ago. I think the deadline is the 8th for people to appeal those to common pleas. The second batch will go out in approximately 15 days, 13 to 15 days. So that'll start a 30-day clock for those folks. And then the last batch will be in November. We're staggering, the assessment office is staggering formal appeal decision orders for the following reasons. Number one, it helps them spread the load out of preparing them for mailing. Number two, the court has requested that we please stagger them so that they don't get hit with all of the same deadline for potentially 8,000-9,000 appeals. Some percentage of that's going to go to common pleas. And finally, it gives property owners an earlier answer to what the decisions of the board were, so that if they're going to get an appraisal, they're going to start preparing for common pleas. It gives them an earlier opportunity to do that. So there's 3 mailings for the decision orders. Once it's mailed, the deadline will be printed on it for those that didn't already get them. And that'll get us through to November. Part of the process in November will be calculating the new total value of the county. What is Schuylkill County worth as a result of the reassessment? It's approximately 5 times the amount of the old assessed values from 30 years ago. When you look at the assessed values, because it went from 50% of a 1996 number to 100% of present day value. That's about a 5 times factor with the inflation over the years. The millages will be about 1/5 of what they used to be. The taxing bodies will all be able to set their new millages after November 15th. They will lower their millage so that they get the exact same revenue. And then with the second vote, they can vote to raise their budget up to 10% for county and municipal, up to the state cap for the school districts. So that's the sequence. Next year's tax bills, which we're already working with, let's say we, Chrissy and I, we're already working with the county's IT department on all the updates to the programming that have been necessary so that the county can offer a $20,000 exclusion. The schools will continue to offer their exclusion, and all of that is being tested and vetted now months before we're going to need it, so that all of those things are in place to send out tax bills without any hiccups next year off of the new tax base. Another 4 weeks and the operations at the STS building will be able to come to conclusion. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
No, motion to adjourn, sir.
Okay. All right. Salary board? Before of any executive sessions?
There were none held.
Public comment for salary board?
Make up for not being here last week.
Jeff Dunkel, Palo Alto, just finishing up on previous comment about the tax sale and the tax assessment office. Just what Tim said, the whole crew over there, ladies from this office are doing a fantastic job with what they got thrown at them. You don't know what they're expecting a 30-year reassessment, so they've been doing great. I knew there was a stipend that was mentioned last week. I think every employee in that office deserves some sort of bonus for doing their job here, bouncing back and forth. And it's a lot on their plate, and they're trying to do their regular job over there in between appeals, and they're getting stuff done. So I think they all deserve recognition for that. And even the tax claim office with these sales, they take on a lot of work, and I know it's part of their job, but it's a lot of hours after punching the clock. So I think they deserve credit as well. So, and you guys call the shots up there, but both of those offices, I think they're the 2 main revenue generating offices for the county, and it's all ran by women. So hats off to them for everything that they're doing.
do a great job of opening up the sale, like you said,
Right.
that sale.
Uh,
I went down and I mean, there were people outside
I believe so.
standing on the ramp. It was packed.
Right.
And like you said, I was watching it and I maybe knew 25 people in the room.
Yeah, you'll see more on the tax rolls in a couple of years. But one of the issues that Shirley said about the water tower out there, you know, there's a shortage there. I mean, you have Miss Gaffney at $100,000 roughly salary and benefits. A bunch of other row officers that are absentee a lot that could be combined. You have the restitution roadmaster now that about 85,000 salary and benefits. That job wasn't really needed, you know, you could have paid the other guys a couple extra bucks that are here. Right there would be $400,000 or $500,000 that could be saved. Put towards something that's beneficial for the county that is actually getting a bang for your buck, so. That's all I have, thanks.
Human Resource Office,
Yes, Commissioners, in the Commissioner's office, we are creating the position of interim chief clerk effective 10/13/25.
any new business?
If I can also say a word on Linda, I know you have served the Commissioner's office well, definitely with different people sitting on the board and through it. You've done it professionally and definitely kept guys in the right direction, put it that way. You know, they try to get us where we have appointments and so forth, and you've done an excellent job. I couldn't ask for better, and I have to say, from what Larry said, we hate to see you go. We'd hope you would stay, but we understand, you know, retirement, and you have some things to do with grandkids and all that, so you gotta keep an eye on Alex. But no, you come from a good family, I know you's all well, and again, thank you for all your service you've given this county. You did it with a AAA.
Appreciate that.
I'd like to also say thanks to Linda too. I came in as an appointee to replace Frank Sotomayor. And I was happy just to be the new commissioner on the board, but then all of a sudden, within 6 weeks, I was chairman. We went through COVID pandemic and we went through reassessment, so essentially, you've been a big help. I'm not sure how I would have without your advice and your coaching and and any question I ever asked you, you're able to get an answer from me and kept me out of trouble, so I appreciate it, Johnson.
Like I said, I don't want her to retire, that's her choice.
Well, she has offered to stay on it as a part-time.
Yeah, she's gonna come back to help, if we need help with anything, as a per diem employee, because I asked her, and train our new person, because I asked her to, but almost 2 years that I've been here, it has been invaluable, and we've had fun, you joking around in the office and everything, it's been nice, I wish you would stay on, but I don't begrudge anybody, when you reach retirement age and you wanna enjoy your life, you can, you know, that's what you work hard for, so then you can retire and enjoy yourself, so I don't begrudge anybody, you're gonna be sadly missed.
Well, thank you, appreciate it.
I know her now, I enjoy raising her grandkids, so it's one of their passions.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Can I have a motion?
Motion to adjourn, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you.